everybody, welcome back in my videos, and today I want to share with you all my thoughts about so-called ideal parenting. For those who have been with me for a while know that I have dedicated many videos to attempt to trying to understand and find the definition of the parenting. In my last video called Parenting is Not a Chore, I dove into the question of what role do parents play for the children. In this video, I want to continue this topic, and whatever this definition is for me, it is based on my own experience as a mom and as a childcare provider. It may work for you, or perhaps you may have completely different approach, completely different needs. Either way, let me know in the comments below. I once heard that being a parent is like participating in an extreme sport. I also heard that being a parent is one of the life's more difficult role to play, and it is one which never ends. There have been so much more definition which I have heard through my entire life. As a parent myself, I know we are constantly searching for that definition of being an ideal parent. After all, we only want what is the best for our children. It took me a while to find and understand the definition which was suitable for me and my children's needs. As some of you may have heard in my previous videos, being a parent means be a guide for your child. You develop along your side your child, growing with them and their own needs. It is about forming a bond and a relationship with the other being. And what I'm about to say is the key to this all. To create the relationship, you need to have a strong relationship with your own self. To be able to answer the question of whatever you are the ideal parent for your child, whatever the relationship you have with them is what they need, you need to look in the mirror and be able to fully look yourself in the eyes and say that you yourself have and are the relationship which you need. So parents are the first relationship with the children have with another person, whatever it is a form from his mother or the father. They are the figureheads of what a relationship with another being looks like. The way in which this relationship grows and develops can and will have effect on a future relationship the child will choose to create with other people. It is the first rule for any parents: be genuine and real about the relationship you have with your child. Children mirror our behavior. What we show towards them, they will show in return. For example, you want your child to learn how to ride a bike, but they are scared to do so. The child has never seen you on a bike or heard you speaking of this activity in some positive manner. So you can't expect them to be confident in their own on a ride on a bike. This applies to all other aspects in a life. As I may say many times before, children are a constant reflection on our own behavior. As well as having a good relationship with your own self, it is also important and maintain the relationship you have with the partners who is involved in a child's life. You are setting the example, subconsciously sending a message to the child ideology of this is mean or this is how the relationship looks like. So you need to carry a strong bond with the other person. Do not involve the child in the problems where a child shouldn't be involved in. You cannot allow the toxic behavior to become a norm for the child. As in a future relationship, they will see this behavior as acceptable, for it was constant in the household where they grow up. Going back to finding the definition of the ideal parent, it is important that the parent understand their own child. The parents observe the child, they know the person they are, they find the child interest, they find the child dislikes. Even though your child is your biologically, they may be completely opposite of you as a person. Gather all this knowledge and the information, and based on that support, your child development will be there for them. So allow them to grow in the person they are meant to be. Sometimes it might be best for you just to step aside and simply let them figure something out on their own. Even if we know that their choices isn't necessarily the right one based on your own experience, the child may go through something completely different and even success where you didn't. You cannot guide your child through life based solely on your own experience, as then you are not allowed the child to create their own experience and make their own decision, their own choices. For what you are simply doing is just living consciously for your child. Allowing your child to have the freedom of choices and experience will benefit in a long run, as well as strengthening the role you play as a parent, as an ideal parent. Don't create this role as you are an alpha and omega. Do not it is not about having your child obey your rules on your order, but having your child know that they can come to you in their times of need, fully knowing they will receive the help from you, they will receive the support from you when they will need. Also, very important is focus on the way in which you express yourself to your child. Every single word or expression we use is picked up by our children in exactly the same way. Think about what you want to tell them before the words leave your mouth. Think about how those words can be interpreted, whatever for good or for bad. Sometimes I find it best to simply be silent for a minute. Think about what I want to say or don't. And then continue. Words, please remember, words have a hidden meaning behind them. So of course you can share your opinion, you can share your ideas, you can share your values. But you must also remember that just because you feel this way, it doesn't mean that your child will feel exactly the same way. And you must respect this. I have underlined this many times, that the importance of the boundaries play. You must have your entire family understand the rules and boundaries set in order for a relationship to function between the parents and the children. They are the core of what allows the relationship to blossom. I do not mean strict rules where the children run like a clockwork, but rules in which respect is shown to one another and given in return. And one more thing. The most important thing, I believe, is to learn how to listen. I do not mean hearing, what is being said, but being there and listening. Read the emotion your child is showing. Listen to what they are telling, what they see, what they're showing you. You must validate the emotion. Allow the child to understand that they are in a safe space and whatever they are able to express themselves. What you set in place in the early years are the core stones of the child development through the entire life. Tell me what you think in the comments below, and what is your definition of the ideal parent? Don't forget to leave likes, subscribe for more, and see you soon. Bye.